How you doing? There's nobody here yet, but I'm going to get to work. Uh, Working on porting up this cylinder here. This is a cylinder for Homelite Super XL Auto that I'm doing for Bodie. We weren't originally planning on doing this, but things changed, you know. I discovered his cylinder needed changed. So since we were changing it, we're going to go ahead and do some work. Hey B, how you doing? But I'm just grinding on a cylinder, and I figured, why not pull up the camera, you know? Yeah, it has been a while, hasn't it? There's JK Saw Shop. How you doing? I'm just doing a little grinding. I figured I'd turn the camera on, you know. Uh, this is one of those things. It's kind of like it's artwork more than anything. You're in North Dakota, boy. You going back to Alaska? There's J&S. Lance? Yeah, I'm hard at it. But I'm doing some grinding here. I figured I'd turn the camera on, you know. Uh, it's one of those things. It's kind of like artwork, you know. Uh, think of somebody who can carve really well, you know, or a chainsaw carver. Some guys are better at it than others, I guess. Takes a lot of practice. But I'm going to work here a little bit, and I'll come back and forth. Maybe do some rambling. I'm going to try to get this cylinder ported here tonight. Well, for the most part, I don't know if we get it all done, but I'm going to try to get most of it done. Give me a head count of who's here. I'm kind of curious to see all who's stopping in, you know? There's Scott. How you doing, buddy? Jordan, how you doing? You'd like to see me port a little easy. Hey, Dennis. Those easies are, you know, I could uh, I could do one, I guess. You know, I just never really got into it, I guess. It's like 10:30 at night here at my place. You know, I don't think many people get on here, but I figured, what the heck. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? You interested in seeing a little grinding? You can see I already did some of it. I gotta keep going though. I got one side done. I gotta get the other side. I was supposed to go after a lathe this weekend. Uh, Talked to the guy the other day. We made all arrangements to go up tomorrow. But this morning I sent him a message and I have yet to hear back from him. So he might have already sold it. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. So we got close to getting a lathe. We got to keep looking though, I think. Ten 24 in East Tennessee. You must be on the same time zone as me. 5XL12 this winter. Going to give it a go. That's good. Give those XL12s a go. JNS is in the same time zone too. Hey JNS, your box went out today. That chrome plating sure does make a lot of noise when you're grinding on it. They run it all the way up through the transfer underneath. The metal splinters in my hands. On aluminum, I don't. If I'm grinding on any steel or whatever, yeah, it's actually pretty bad. But for some reason, I don't get it on aluminum. Now my hands are pretty rough because of the kind of work I do. Pretty calloused up, so I don't know, that maybe that has something to do with it. Can I explain what squish is? Oh, that's pretty simple. Squish is simply the distance from the top of the piston to the top of the cylinder head. So if you measure the outside corner or the outside edge of where the piston is, the squish number is the distance from the piston to the top of the head. Typically, you just put a piece of solder down inside the spark plug hole, run it up to the very edge of the cylinder wall, and that way whenever you crank it over, the piston comes up and hits the solder and squeezes it like a pancake. And then you can take your calipers and measure the solder, and that tells you what your squish number is. When you run your squish number lower, so if you improve it by getting the piston closer to the cylinder head, you're increasing compression. And you're also doing another thing. So the fuel that's in the squish band area, so there's typically like a ring going around the inside of the cylinder head. The fuel that's squeezed in that area does not burn with the main charge. So whenever you make that space smaller, you're going to move some of that fuel in with the main charge to give you a little bit more, oomph. So that's the main reasons you do adjust squish. You boost your compression, and you're moving some of that fuel to the center. The reason you want that squish band with that fuel in there is to help keep the crown of the piston cool. The liquid there, it helps keep it cool. Just came in from ruining another cylinder. Ay. We've all done that, right? I could show you some real hack jobs. I find slower is better. You can hear how I run this. Okay, that's about the speed I run. But she'll go a lot faster. I don't run it that fast. Cutting the transfer skirts on a 372 and use an aluminum cutoff wheel. I never heard of doing that. Cutoff wheel. Boy. We're getting there slowly. This is probably kind of a boring video of watching me grinding, you know. We'll get some talking here. I've already got this side done. I'm halfway done with this side, so we'll get some talking in here in a little bit. But I really want to get these, at least the transfers done. I might even go a little further. seen Hopper use a cutoff? I've never seen it. Holding on to that thing for a while gets to your hands. At least to mine it does. Boy. We're getting close. Getting close. Couple of fine tweaks. Watching somebody else's work is interesting. So, got my flex. I got oil over here. That's what you see me doing here to help keep the bit cool. I like using a vise just because it helps to prevent things from jumping around on me. You know? But pretty simple setup. It'd become an open port if I took it all out. Or is it you talking to somebody else? Yeah, 372. I don't like how she's holding in here. I'm building a Hemi. Kind of wish I could see your comments. You know? Did somebody do a super chat? Like a big one? Really? $100? Who is that? Buckin' Billy Ray Smith? Really? Wow, how you doing? Huh. Man. Thank you, buddy. We will do that. They'll love it. Uh, man, I'm surprised. Thank you so much. Boy. Now how do I got my screen messed up. There we go. $100. Wow. JJ, how many souls have I rehomed? As few as possible. I think we're at like eight or nine. Yeah, everybody, make sure you thank Buck and Billy Ray there. He did a fantastic thing right there. I'll tell you. Wait until my kids wake up and find out about that. They watch his videos all the time. my youngest especially. Like it doesn't matter what channel I put on. I could put a J&S chainsaw video up, and I'm guaranteed that the next video that comes up is a Buck and Billy Ray video. Always, yeah. I'll just let it play, and it'll automatically go to Buck and Billy Ray, and he'll just sit there and watch for hours. Thank you so much. I couldn't thank you enough, really. Boy. Yeah, you watch them all? I think there's I'm trying to think. There's only a couple of channels that I watch every video. Um, Let me think here. There's Iron Horse, Tin Man, and Buck and Billy Ray. I watch all theirs. And then there's a few other channels, you know, that I watch. But it's hard to keep up with all the channels, if you know what I mean. It's a lot of TV time. I do everything. I watch everything from the TV, so it's nice. I got a big flat screen TV, you know. Pull it all up on there. It's great. It's fun. You guys are having a conversation. I don't know where you're at in the conversation. I've been busy, you know? J&S ports some max, I'll tell you. He's built some of the best 1010s I've ever seen. He figured something out with them ones. Yeah, Leon. I like Leon too. Hey, hun, you up there? Hey, hun. I don't think she can hear me. Hey, hun, come here.
Why?
Just hurry up real quick.
You're not live, are you?
Yes, I'm alive. Come here.
Alright, well, you
No,
gotta
but-
let me put pants on first.
You won't be able to see you. I'd like you to please just say thank you. Buck and Billy Ray came on. He just gave $100 donation
Thank
or
you.
super chat or whatever. He's on here. Just try to. She's got bronchitis or something. She can't hardly talk. But I thought she'd enjoy that too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. She's trying.
Sorry.
Can you hear my wife up there hacking? She's been pretty bad shape for a while now. She sounded like that for a month now. She's in rough shape. Lost her voice, throwing up constantly. See you later. See you later, Lance. Love, that's right. Everybody's got to have love. Tell you what, I love my new job. Buck, and you probably don't remember, but on a live stream a long time ago, we spoke and I told you about me changing the job. I'll tell you, that was probably the best decision I ever made in my life. I got away from sitting behind a steering wheel all day, every day. Now I'm actually up and getting to do things. I work for the local water company, and so I'm out there. I'm doing like a lot of main breaks, putting in new mains and stuff like that. But we do everything to all the way up to the restoration. So there's blacktop, topsoil work. You know, it's a nice variety. Best thing I could have ever done. I'll tell you. That and the benefits and the time off they give you. You know, I was off today because I decided to take the day off, and it's one of the things that they make that kind of time available. So, best thing I ever did was switch jobs. Is Buckin leaving? Good night, buddy. I think you're leaving. Somebody said something there. I think it said good night. As a person, I feel the same. More family time is what it's all about. Congrats. Yeah, that was the best thing I ever did. They the way they give time off is weird. So there's personal days, which I'm because I'm new, I only get 2 of those. But then there's unscheduled PTO time. There's scheduled PTO time, and then there's hourly PTO time. Um, and I believe there's 2 other ones. I can't think what they're called. So whenever I first started at 2 months, I got 1 personal day. At 4 months, I got another personal day, and then at 6 months, I got 56 hours of PTO time and all that stuff. But then at the new year, I'll get another 56 hours, which plus my PTO time and all that stuff. So I didn't use all of my time, so I'm going to roll 40 hours of that into next year. So I'll have almost 100 hours worth of paid time off in like the first 8 months, or yeah, probably within the first 8 months of having the job. And that's not even including vacation time, which I'll start earning vacation time after April. And I think there's like 5 weeks of that. After a certain number of years, you get up to like 5 weeks plus your 100 and some odd hours. So if you add all that up, and then we take all the holidays, so we get all the, like, if you think of banks, what their schedule is and what days they get off, we run the same kind of schedule. So all the weird little holidays, we get all those off as well. And it's so nice. So much time off that's paid, you know. I think these transfers are done, I believe. I'm at a point now I'll have to clean it up before I go any further. Yep. But I don't know. I might hang it up here tonight. Wait until I clean her up, throw the boost ports in, put her on, set the exhaust time. A little wee bit more work. Well, I might set the exhaust time and then put the boost ports in. I might do it in that order. But getting close. Is there anybody left here yet? Let me clean this up and I'll kind of show you what she looks like right now. Yeah, it is good to be off. A lot of the guys where I work right now are taking off, so they've got enough time that they're going to be off for a month or 2. And, I think we're down, like half of our crew ain't even there right now. Maybe more, because, they take like a month off. Let me grab this. Then I can kind of show you what she looks like all together here. This has got dirt all over it. I'm sitting here. I keep a crankcase here so that I can, eye it up. But there's what the cylinder's looking like right now. That's the transfer stuff. A lot of people talk about how is that with your county water company? So it's not county water here. It's actually city. So the city that I'm in is the water company. There's how many? There's probably 8. I think 8 different reservoirs with treatment plants. All the, and all the water pipe and everything. It's pretty involved, and it's an old system. It's been here since the 1800s. So there's a mix of different pipes in the ground. Ductile iron is one of the ones that leak the least amount. but there's a lot of what they call AC pipe. The AC pipe is asbestos, which is a pain in the butt because we got to put on the big white suit, respirators, and all that stuff, the gloves. You have to run a hose on it constantly whenever you're cutting it or messing with it or whatever. Anything that would create powder, you know what I mean? And then you still have to wear your gloves and everything just to handle it. But as soon as it comes out of the ground, we have these big plastic bags. We have to put it in, tape it up, label it as asbestos and all that stuff. It's a pain in the butt, but there's a lot of that in the ground. And slowly we're working at replacing it. So like we're doing like a 4,000 foot stretch of new water line right now, like a new main. And so the old pipe will just stay in the ground and, you know, we'll put the new one in. Now, asbestos pipe is one of the ones that's we call it paper. It breaks like paper, really. It's so fragile. It's a pain in the butt. It's the one that breaks the most. So we're anxious to get that, all taken care of. But she's coming. We got work for 100 years here, just because she's an old water system. But back onto this. There's what that looks like. Put her onto the crankcase. I'm trying to remember which way it go. It'd go this way. Right? No. There we go this way. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But can you see how I have it lined up? I don't have a light. Wish I had a light I could show you better. But the transfers are lined up. Ooh, she's stuck. There we go. Had aluminum dust build up in the holes. But I basically got this is where the transfer area is. And I got these transfers lined up to meet with those. And that's pretty much what I do. But I don't just round them over. I remove material through the whole length of it. But you got to be careful that you don't get too deep and pop through, It's a lot of work at it. Takes a lot of work, It took me a lot of practice. I can tell you, I have played with the upper transfers on these many times, and nothing I ever did made an improvement. I've done it, I wouldn't say many times, at least 6 or 8 times. Nothing I ever did made an improvement. Every time it got worse. So I kind of got into the habit where these XO Autos and the 130, all the Homelites really, I don't do upper transfer work on them. I've never been able to do anything to make them run better by doing upper transfer work. It always went backwards on me. Like I would do all my port work, all of it, put it together, loved the way it ran, then I'd take it off and try and make a minute adjustment to the upper. Forget it. It's like a huge 20-25% power loss, like a switch. So I just don't touch them anymore. I gave up on it. Now there's other saws out there. The upper work will significantly improve the performance, but not these. Just don't even bother. Nothing I've ever done has helped them. But we've been on here for a while, and I think I'm going to call it a night. So, I want to thank everybody for stopping in. Now, I can tell you that just from reading your comments, you're at least a minute behind what I'm saying. So, it'll be another minute until you know that I said, hey, good night. So I'm going to hang out here and try to ramble for another minute just so you guys get a chance. I don't want to kill you, or I don't want to shut it off until you get the notice or whatever, the word. Hey, Rock, I'll see you later. Maybe not a minute, maybe 30 to 45 second delay. We're at 49 minutes. Hey, John, we're going to call it a night here. Hey, Hey, I found I think 5 or 6 bars for you. So I got them sitting here. I think there's 5 or 6 of them. They're very old. Probably, I'm trying to think. 50s, 40s or 50s. Like the really, really super old ones. So I'll be shipping them down to you. Night, James. Slacks, I think you just got here, so have a good night to you. You missed it. Buckin stopped in, said hello. All right, everybody. We'll catch you later. All right.